split the difference between Travis and the man in line scrimmage. Let's go.
Meet Brandon Holmes, head football coach at Sioux City West.
And ever since I got here, it just felt like home. It just really felt like who I felt like I belonged here. Hey, Mark, you're not going to line up right there. You're still going to be at 12. All right, right there.
After serving as the team's defensive coordinator for 7 years, Brandon is in his second season at the helm of the Wolverine team, a program that coming into this year hadn't won a game since 2018. But along with Brandon came a culture change for the Wolverines.
Accountability is one thing that we make sure we talk to. Every day about 2:30 in the afternoon, I go get the entire list of attendance, and I make sure my boys are at every single class every single day. If that don't happen, there's consequences from that.
And the results have followed. Off the field, the team holds a 3.2 cumulative GPA compared to a 2.07 from 2019 when he arrived. But that's not the only number that's important to Holmes.
Everyone brings their 1% to practice. At the end of the day, we'll have 100%.
Brandon knew when he took the job that he'd be starting from ground zero, which can be a daunting task. His solution? Rather than attack it as a whole, that everyone shares the work by bringing their 1%.
Not only on the field, but off the field as well. Everyone brings their 1% as a team. Together we can bring 100% as a team. Those 1% turns into 2, 2 turns into 4, 4 turns into 8, and so on and so on.
That mentality came to fruition on September 3rd, when the Wolverines finally snapped their 25-game losing streak in a win over South Sioux City, in Holmes' 11th game as head coach.
We all think back to that day. It was something none of us had experienced. It was a new experience for all of us. No one on the varsity team had won a varsity football game.
With that South Sioux game, I've never seen as many people in the stands. We had people in the stands. We had people sitting in chairs along the fence. It was one of the atmosphere that we're trying to bring back to the West High.
And with that first hurdle cleared, Holmes' next challenge is to change expectations.
We expect it. We expect to have those good games now. We expect to be together as a team.
Coach B, he's been saying a lot these past couple weeks. He says our goal wasn't to win 1 game this season. It wasn't win 2 games this season. So we just got to keep pushing.
Take your time, take a breath, look at the defense, and then go from there.
And at the end of the day, Brandon hopes to extend his impact on football into his players' lives.
If these boys need something, I want to be able to be that person that they call to. I just want to be here for the boys to show them how to be good young men and just continue that path. That's one!
In Sioux City.
My legacy is their legacy. As good as they want to be, as hard as they want to work, I'm here for them, no matter what.
Noah Sacco, KCAU 9 Sports.